It all started with a look that lasted half a second longer than acceptable. Clara knew it was wrong, but she couldn't turn it around. This man, always so present and so forbidden, was an enigma. She didn't even know his name, but every time their eyes met, it was as if a spark crossed the air. He knew it too, he felt it. It was impossible not to notice the way his gaze lingered when Clara was around. Clara would never admit to herself what she was feeling. It was absurd. It was dangerous. She already had everything she wanted: a stable marriage, a comfortable life, a planned future. But inside her, the uneasiness lurked in the details, the chill down her spine when he showed up, the tightness in her chest when he wasn't there. She tried to ignore it, but the further away she went, the more he appeared, as if the universe was playing with her, as if it wanted to test its limits. Night fell with an unexpected storm, and Clara found herself huddled under the shelter of the balcony, thunder echoing in the darkness. Then he heard footsteps on the stairs. He was there, alone, silent. Lightning flashed across his face. And at that moment, the forbidden became unbearably desirable. Every muscle in her body begged her to run, but she was learning something there, frozen. He approached slowly, his dark eyes fixed on hers, and asked if everything was all right. His voice was soft, almost a whisper. Clara felt her heart throbbing in her throat and involuntarily bit her lip. Looking away, trying to shield himself from the impulse. But he was so close that the warmth of his body was almost palpable. He was the secret she could not tell anyone, the desire she would deny even to herself. The cold wind blew and he took off his coat, draping it over his shoulders in a quiet, careful gesture. It was such a simple gesture, but it meant everything to her. It was a spark she knew could ignite something dangerous. And there, wrapped in his coat, she smelled his scent, something between spice and wood so familiar and yet so unattainable. Every detail became impossible to ignore. The way his fingers brushed his skin as he adjusted his coat, the chill that ran through his body, the breath that hung for an endless second. It was the most innocent touch, and at the same time loaded with everything that could never be said in words. They were silent, listening to the storm around them. She knew that this moment was nothing but an illusion, something that would fade with dawn. But tonight, in this storm, everything seemed all too real, as if every detail was alive, pulsing, conspiring against them. With each clap of thunder, he reluctantly moved away, leaving her enveloped in the darkness and perfume of his presence. Clara stood still, trying to absorb every second, every little gesture, knowing that it would remain etched in her memory as a forbidden story, a secret that would never be shared.